Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Express Y1. So today we are going to talk about a topic that affects all of us every single day, that is inflation. And we'll discuss what Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman recently said about it at the CII Global Economic Policy Forum. So don't worry if the word inflation sounds complicated. By the end of this video, you will understand what it means and why it's so important. So what is inflation? Inflation is when prices of things like vegetables, petrol, or clothes go up over time. Imagine you had rupees 100 last year and you could buy 10 chocolates, and this year you can only buy 8 chocolates with the same rupee 100 because prices went up. That is inflation. And why does inflation happen? There are many reasons, but let's look at two simple ones. More demand, less supply. Imagine there are only 10 mangoes in the market, but 20 people want them. The prices will go up because everyone is trying to buy the limited mangoes. Then higher cost. If the farmers or manufacturers face higher cost like fuel prices or import taxes, they'll charge more for their products. Good versus bad inflation. Not all inflation is bad. A little inflation is normal and shows that economy is growing. But too much inflation make it hard for people to afford basic things like food or rent. What's happening in India right now? In October, India's inflation rate was 6.21%. This means prices increased faster than usual. Why? The price of vegetables shot up. The government also raised import taxes on oils like palm oil, making cooking oil more expensive. November relief? The good news? In November, inflation dropped to 5.53%. This happened because vegetable prices came down. For example, think about onions. If they were rupees 100 per kilo in October but fell to rupees 60 in November, that lowers inflation. RBI's role. The RBI, or Reserve Bank of India, is like the country's money manager. They decide interest rates. If inflation is too high, they increase interest rate to make borrowing expensive, which slows down spending. This helps control inflation. Recently, the RBI decided not to change interest rate because they believe inflation is still a concern. Let's say you have a loan for a house or car. If the RBI increase interest rate, your EMI, that is monthly payment, will go up, leaving you with less money to spend. But if inflation goes down, your budget feels lighter. Let's discuss about the global context and Nirmala Sitharaman's message. Let's discuss about global inflation. India isn't the only country facing inflation. It's a worldwide problem, said by Nirmala Sitharaman. Okay, for example, in the US, prices of eggs and milk went up due to supply chain issues. In Europe, energy prices increased because of the Russia-Ukraine war. So the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said, no country can solve this alone. She stressed three important points. Government and industries must cooperate to avoid market disruptions. Wars and conflicts should be avoided because they hurt supply chains and increase prices. Citizens, businesses, and policymakers all need to play their part in controlling inflation. So how it affects you and me? So when inflation is high, your salary doesn't stretch as far. For example, rupees 100 might cover groceries for a week during low inflation, but only for 4 days during high inflation. So what can you do? You can't control inflation, but you can plan your budget better. Spend wisely on essentials, save money for emergencies, invest in assets like gold, which usually hold their value during inflation. So, experts below, inflation in India may continue to moderate as food prices stabilize. However, global events like oil prices changes or war could still impact it. So that's it for today, guys. I hope this video make inflation crystal clear. So if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Drop your questions in the comments and I'll happy to answer them. So see you in the next video. Bye.